This video is to cover the section of your notes that deals with mammary glands. Just looking at this first slide, one of the things that I want to point out here is that the breast structure sits in front of the pectoral muscle. So here we see the ribs, and then we see the intercostal muscles between them. To the front of that, you're going to have the pectoral structure. So in terms of musculature, the male and the female is pretty much the same. What's different here is going to be the development of the breast structure. So mammary glands are present in both sexes, but only functional in females. And it's only really important in terms of physiology after a child is born to produce the milk to nourish the newborn. And they increase in size at puberty. This is stimulated by sex hormones, especially estrogen. And it varies quite a bit based on genetics and also some environmental factors, including diet and exercise. Developmentally, they are modified sweat glands. So they are unique glands, but in terms of how they originally started, they were very similar to sweat glands. Based on that also, you notice that males have nipples, but they don't feed young. And that is, again, because genetically, the body plan for males and females is very similar, and then it begins to differentiate itself through the stages of development. And so it is something that remains behind for males that isn't really functional. Contained within the breast is the glands themselves, some suspensory ligaments, and some adipose tissue. So they're anterior to the thorax, in other words, in front of the rib cage and in front of those muscles. The center area of the breast has a colored area called the areola, and that's what surrounds the nipple. Okay, so this colored area surrounding the nipple is the areola. Looking at it again, here we have muscle. Now you're going to see that we have glands that produce the milk. There's fatty tissue surrounding it, and it leads down to an area called the ampulla that then leads through the nipple. So internally, a mammary gland has 15 to 25 lobes, radiates sort of in a circular way around the nipple, and each lobe is separated from each other by connective tissue and adipose tissue. So again, just looking at the structure, within the fat tissue, there are suspensory ligaments. So that helps to support the weight of the breast and some of its structure. Lobules are smaller chambers within lobes. So just like a vein is a larger structure and a venule is a smaller structure, a lobule is a smaller structure. And this contains clusters of alveolar glands that produce the milk when lactating. They also empty into special ducts called lactiferous ducts, and that's what's going to open to the outside at the nipple. And that completes the notes for this level of the course on mammary glands.